Hello, Steeler Nation, and welcome to the latest episode of your Pittsburgh Steelers Syndicate. Here with me, Pittsburgh Owen, your voice from across the pond. And guys, one thing that people seem to forget when it comes to the NFL rookie class, 2022, 2021, whenever it is how big a step up they are taking. Going from playing college ball to playing NFL ball is a huge step up. You know, you are week in, week out going against the world's best athletes in this sport. You are going against veterans in the prime of their careers, and not just one or two fantastic players, but on the whole, it could be 10, 11 superstar players. So it's a massive step up from the college game. Everything just comes at you faster, comes at you harder, comes at you stronger, and you've got to be much more prepared to play NFL football as opposed to playing college football. Now, the standard of college football in the States obviously is exceptionally high with some fantastic teams like Alabama, like Georgia, like Penn State, bit of bias there. But that level goes up, doesn't it? Now, this year, the American football writers have come up with the all-rookie 2022 team going into the new season. Players they expect to really show off their skill sets this year in the NFL and be real standouts for their teams. It tends to be, doesn't it, that the majority of the standout players in the first season are usually first, second, or third round picks. Very few times do you get fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh round picks being superstars straight away. Yes, there are the odds exceptions that, given 1-2 seasons in the game, come through and be absolute superstars. Antonio Brown, for example, a sixth round pick. Brett Kiesel as well. But, like I said, this team of all rookies was selected by the football writers, and 2 Pittsburgh Steelers made it into this team. Perhaps one of them a little bit by default, but we'll talk about that shortly. So let's have a little look, shall we, at the NFL All-Rookie 2022 team. And it's obviously the offensive side of the ball we're going to look at because there was no Steelers made it to the defensive side of the ball, so we're going to concentrate on the offensive side of the ball where 2 Pittsburgh Steelers made it. And here is this All-Rookie team. So Football Writers of America selected quarterback Kenny Pickett as the all-rookie team QB. Running back James Cook from the Buffalo Bills, formerly of the Georgia Bulldogs. Running back Dameon Pierce going to the Titans. George Pickens, our very own Pittsburgh Steeler. Christian Watson of the Green Bay Packers, a receiver I wouldn't have minded actually seeing in black and gold. He's a big guy, 6'5". He's going to be an absolute beast. And with Aaron Rodgers thrown to him, I think he will be a success. Tight end Greg Dulcich going to the Broncos. Shout out to my mate Gage on the Denver Broncos Syndicate. Charles Cross, offensive tackle at the Seattle Seahawks. I think the Seahawks have got themselves a very astute player there. Evan Neal of the Giants. Zion Johnson, who is, I think, a quality player. Someone I wouldn't mind seeing the Steelers take. A guard who can also play center. He's actually at the Chargers, even though it doesn't say it there. A guard called Logan Bruss, who's gone to the LA Rams. Oh, great. The Rams are getting better. And, of course, center Tyler Linderbaum, who many Steeler fans wanted, who went to the Ravens. But, guys, good news that 2 of our players were recognized as being potential superstars this coming season by the NFL Football Writers of America. Those 2, obviously, Kenny Pickett, quarterback, and George Pickens, wide receiver out of Georgia Bulldogs. Now, okay, I hear what you're saying. Kenny Pickett was the first quarterback off the board at pick 20 in the first round, and is actually seen by some as been a bit of a reach for the Steelers. Yes, he was taken ahead of Sam Howell in the 5th round, Malik Willis in the 3rd round, who was very highly thought of, Bailey Zappi, who went to the Patriots in the 4th round, Matt Corral, who went to the Panthers and could actually start for the Panthers, given how appalling Sam Darnold is in the 3rd round, and Des Ridder, who went to the Atlanta Falcons in the 3rd round. Des Ridder, another one who could potentially start if Mariota doesn't have the best of starts to the season. But, guys, I think we've got to temper this a little bit. Yes, I think Kenny Pickett is a very good pick. I do think he is a good pick. And I do think in time he will become a very good quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Pickett was the 3rd string in OTAs and 3rd string in minicamp behind veterans Mitch Trubisky and Mason Rudolph. So he was taking those 3rd string reps. However, it is felt by the time it comes time to go to training camp at Latrobe at St. Vincent College, Pickett will be moved up to 2nd in the pecking order behind Mitch Trubisky, and it will be very much a fight, a quarterback battle between Mitch Trubisky, the seasoned veteran who was a 1st round pick as well, 2nd taken overall in his draft by the Chicago Bears, against Kenny Pickett, 1st round, pick 20 by the Pittsburgh Steelers, to see who starts week 1 against the Cincinnati Bengals. Kenny Pickett has many good qualities that I've heard so many people discuss on a number of different podcasts. In particular, my good mate Chris Carter, who's mentioned him a number of times, and Chris Carter has seen Pickett grow up. He's seen him play for Pitt, so he is pretty much an authority on Pickett. He said he's accurate. He's a leader. He when he's interviewed, he talks about we all the time, not about himself, not about I. He's a team guy, very much like Cam Hayward is for the Steelers. He runs the game very well. He's got a great game manager head on him. He can read the field. He can read what's coming. He can interpret the sets of the defense. He has a very intelligent football brain, and his mobility helps him to extend plays. Now, if you look at Joe Burrow last season for the Cincinnati Bengals, that line wasn't great, but what helped the Bengals receivers, T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, Jamar Chase be successful is the fact that Burrow could use his legs, he could stay mobile, he could extend plays, giving those three receivers more time to get downfield. Something the Steelers didn't have last year with Ben Roethlisberger. And that's something Pickett will definitely bring to the Steelers should he start in 2022. Now we turn to one of my favorite picks of the draft, probably my favorite Steelers selection, George Pickens, wide receiver out of Georgia. George Pickens is an absolute beast. I just love the way this guy plays this game. Had he had no ACL injury, had he had no injury concerns, I think he'd have gone as the first receiver off the board in the first round. I think we've got an absolute steal in the second round getting George Pickens. It's interesting to see, isn't it, that he was picked ahead of Drake London, who was the first off the board, Chris Olave, Jameson Williams, Garrett Wilson. He was selected by the Football Writers of America as the best potential above all those other guys who were taken ahead of him in the draft. Very interesting there indeed. He's already showing off his impressive qualities and his impressive skills in mandatory minicamp and OTAs, which I know is football in shorts, but it gives you an initial feeling of what you're getting in your draft picks. He's got speed. He's got aggression. He's got strong hands. He doesn't drop the ball. He, has got the ability to jump up, twist, turn, control his body, grab the ball, and then come down, hit the ground, and go again. He's just a dynamic all-round receiver, which I think the Steelers quarterbacks are going to really depend on this season. There's potential there, I think, for him to have a Jamar Chase type year, for him to be Steelers wide receiver 1 by the end of this season. He is that good. He can block as well. He's not afraid to get physical with people. He's not afraid to get in people's faces. He is a physical guy. So he's a blocker as well. He's an all-round receiver, an absolute beast of a wide receiver. So again, a fantastic choice by the Steelers. But it's an interesting view, isn't it, that the Football Writers of America have said that Pickens and Pickett are going to have great years and are good picks. It's interesting to see these people who, week in, week out, day in, day out, look into the game, research the game, look at practices, look at what's going on around the NFL, have singled out Pickett and Pickens as being two of the best rookies in this current class. And that's got to be something in Pittsburgh we've got to be encouraged by. Okay, guys, let me know what you think. Would you include anybody else in the all-rookie team in the defense or in the offense? What do you think of the choices of Pickett and Pickens in that all-rookie team? Drop me a comment below and let me know. And guys, remember, subscribe to the Pittsburgh Steelers Syndicate, your best, newest, freshest channel out there about your favorite team, the Pittsburgh Steelers. And let's sign off, as we always do. Here we go, Steelers. Come on!